Welcome to the Ohio State Buckeyes on Sports Report Radio. On the phone, Deshaun Thomas. Welcome to the Ohio State Buckeyes on Sports Report Radio.
Thanks for having me.
Deshaun, let's talk about your career, man. Ohio State guy. What's it like for you to be an Ohio State Buckeye the rest of your life as you follow your professional career all over the world playing basketball, and plus your professional life going forward in life after basketball?
It helped me a lot. Ohio State, it helped me become a man I am to this day. It humbled me. Coach Mata brought the best out of me. And he always talked about life outside of basketball, how I'm doing. Basketball is going to be okay. But how's family, how's everything. And it helped me on through my professional career, especially playing in Europe. Even going through the process of trying to get into the NBA, but it helped me a lot over Europe to be professional, ground myself and work hard and be the best man I can be and player I can be.
Hey, Deshaun, let's talk a little bit about the EuroLeague, because that's a big-time league over in Europe. I mean, it's just a step below the NBA, but some people think it's even equivalent to the NBA. What's it like to be playing overseas? I interviewed Terrence Dials, former superstar at Ohio State, also talked a little bit about that. But what's it like for you playing at the highest level over in Europe and being there and succeeding? You're doing awesome. So what's it like for you?
Yeah, shout out to Terrence Dials too. My first year out, he was playing in France, and I played against him too. My first year, my rookie year in Europe. But playing at the highest level in EuroLeague, it's one of the best leagues for sure. It goes to NBA, then EuroLeague, then they right there, close to close. NBA got a little bit more, with the TVs and people get to watch you and stuff every night. But EuroLeague is something special. You got talent all around Europe, all around the world, guys who went through the NBA process, guys who played in the NBA. So the competitiveness is there, and the style is just a little bit different, but the competitiveness is there, and fans, the high level is almost up there with the NBA for sure.
Hey, Deshaun, you grew up in Indiana. I watched you, when you played basketball in Fort Wayne. What was it like for you playing high school ball? You were Indiana Mr. Basketball. I mean, scored so many points. But what was it like? Because basketball is so big. I know you're a Ohio State guy now, but that foundation built in Indiana with basketball, what was that like for you growing up playing ball in Indiana basketball?
It was something special. That's where it all started. That's where basketball started in Indiana. So the Indiana basketball is well known. The fans love it. Everybody knows about basketball in Indiana, and it was great. It brought the competitiveness out of me. It made me to the man I am, like I always say. Growing up in Indiana, staying focused. Basketball is where it all started for me there, and it humbled me and kept me continue to be a professional and a good player I am.
Hey, Deshaun, let's talk about the Big Ten. Playing at the highest level in college. How did that prepare you for the EuroLeague and basketball and life in general, playing the top competition each week?
Oh, the Big Ten. Especially when I was there, they always said the Big Ten was probably the physical conference in college basketball. It helped me a lot. Physicality, for sure. Brought that fire out of me. Big Ten basketball was so competitive because each and every night you got to be ready. You can't go in and think you're going to play an easy team, because then it's always a tough night, especially playing against the Wisconsin, Mississippi State, Michigan, everywhere you go, even Northwestern. So the Big Ten helped me a lot in my professional career for physicality and mentally toughness.
Hey, Deshaun, what do you tell young guys coming into Ohio State? What did you learn at Ohio State, and what do you tell young recruits coming in or people thinking about going to Ohio State? What's your advice to them? Because you went through this, highly recruited guy, could have gone anywhere. You were at Ohio State, but what is your advice to young players coming into Ohio State, basketball players?
I would just say Take your time. Don't rush until if you're really sure that you can make it that next level, and enjoy college when you can, and just work hard, man. Just like it's not too easy, but I think if you stay focused and continue to work hard, and you can play anywhere at the highest level. Obviously the goal was mine to get to the NBA, but God put me in a position to play at the highest level in Europe and doing really well. So the young guys just got to stay focused, stay poised, continue to work, and sky's be the limit for you. Never get too down, never get too low. Just stay right there and on the eyes on the prize.
Deshaun, this interview's been special for me because, as I said earlier, I watched you in high school, one of the greatest basketball high school players I've ever seen. And so, but I look forward to staying in touch with you as we follow your career through basketball and through life too with Sports Report Radio, because there's a lot of Ohio State fans that we reach out to that want to follow you. And I just can't thank you enough for taking a little bit of your time to do this quick interview today. But Deshaun, thank you for doing this interview on Ohio State Buckeyes on Sports Report Radio.
No problem. No problem. It's good to be here to give back, and to guys who look up to me, to who follows my career. Because there's a million people out there, and I try to do anything from social media to show them what I'm doing, keep them to update. Know that this Buckeye and former Indiana Mr. Basketball guy is doing well.
Great job. Thank you, Deshaun.